Alright, welcome back to Vampire Therapist. Today we're gonna try to beat the game. I think I'm just gonna stream until I get to the end, honestly. I feel like I'm close. I've had one person graduate. I'm sure they're gonna do great.
That's right. I hope she's making some progress. Well, the world sure did a number on that lady.
I am hopeful. One does not live so long without being very resilient. I have had a number of near final death incidents myself, and I had been trained to fight since childhood.
That's true. She's clearly got a few tricks up her sleeve. I don't even know how she plays them 3D video games.
Beth, you have nothing to do, don't lie to me.
Based on her last session, you probably have some idea of her current concerns. Would you like to prepare your distortions?
Yeah, I guess I better do that. Now let's see.
Okay, so overgeneralization is locked in by default. Should statements are huge with her. Control fallacy is huge with her, even though I hate that one. Mind reading, I think, is probably good for her. I think I'm going to go with emotional reasoning last.
All right, I think I've got what I need.
Very good, Samuel. I shall leave you. I believe I hear the flapping of ancient wings.
Greetings, my most favorite mouse.
Good to see you, matey. How's this month been for you?
Oh, it's been ever so tiring. My Glitch channel hit 100 million followers, and they are all very hungry for content.
What do you mean by content? Is it like making a TV show?
Oh, no, silly mouse. Do you know how we're hungry for blood all the time? Mortals are like that too, but for content. It means constantly putting up new things on the internet. They don't get content, they get frightfully bored.
I can see why that'd be exhausting.
It's alright, silly cowboy. It can be very nice. They're always very excited to see me. And they give me ever so much money. I don't know what to do with it all.
Well, sounds to me like you can afford to take a break, huh? Did you take that day off like you promised?
I did. I didn't like it very much.
I'm sorry to hear that, matey. What was bad about it?
It was very quiet. It was just me, alone, with no one to talk to but the voices in my head. Those voices are very unkind.
What do they say?
They say, Medi, you're being a very naughty vampire. You should respond to your zealots. You should be planning your content.
Alright, should statement, easy.
Well, heck, matey. Who the hell do them voices in your head think they are, telling you what you should and shouldn't do? Them shoulds don't mean anything at all, and it ain't nice of them at all to be pressuring you.
It could certainly be a lot kinder. I already know that I should be preparing my content and answering my zealots. They don't need to be rude about it.
Well, maybe they were being rude because they know they're full of horse shit, huh? Ain't no shoulds but the ones we make up.
Silly cowboy. You don't know anything at all about the internet, do you?
Yeah, I gotta confess, I got almost no idea what you're talking about. I didn't get much past female.
I don't know what I'd do without the internet. I'd probably be a pile of ashes. Or maybe a desiccated, bloodless corpse.
Hang on a second. This feels like Nosferatu thinking, and I don't have that as an option, so what's the closest thing to that? probably be... I don't know. Control fallacy? Overgeneralization? Let's try it.
Medi survived for nearly 2 millennia without the internet. I doubt its end would be hers.
Yeah, I agree with that. Emotional reasoning.
I don't know what I'd do.
Medi survived for nearly 2 millennia.
Control
without
fallacy, my initial
I
gut
don't know.
instinct.
Well, that's some pretty extreme
Son of
stuff
a
there,
bitch.
miss. You've lived without the internet for a real long time. I don't know why you'd turn into a desiccated corpse without it.
I suppose I could live without it for a little while. But, you know, I don't belong here in this world, right, little mouse?
No, I don't know that. That's that extreme thinking again. There ain't no such thing as belonging perfectly, and there's a lot of space between thriving and being dead. I mean, look at us. We're both alive and dead, so I think we do a pretty good job of proving extremes not to be true.
Yes. I suppose you must be right. We're very bad at staying still like proper dead people.
I gotta ask, how'd you get so good at all this internet stuff anyway? I can't keep up with all this modern technology.
Well, back in the before times, I didn't need the internet very much. I used to live in the wilds where no one knew to look for me. If any silly mortals came to visit me, I would eat them. And if no one came to visit, I could go hunting for them on my own. But now there aren't any wilds. Now there are motorways and nasty machines. Now there are suburbs and shopping centers.
So what did you do when the wilds went away?
I moved into the city, but I never liked it very much. People were very upset at me for being able to come out only at night. They started to whisper that I was a witch, and I know what mortals like to do to witches. Pop goes the eyeball. Okay.
Please put that back.
Oh, right, yeah. Funny. So, how'd you manage?
Well, I found out I could get mortals to do things for me. In exchange for a peek at my naughty bits, and for their miserable little insect lives, they would clean up after all my messes. Realized that mortals only ever wanted one of two things from me: to kill me, or to do sexual things with me. As long as they think they can have a chance of sexual things, I can control them.
I'm gonna go with that's a control fallacy.
I hate to say it, Medi, but it's a bit of a leap to think you can control people what can't control themselves.
Correcting chat real quick. I believe she was called a witch, put on a stake and tortured, and she lost an eye in the torture before she escaped.
Oh, but I am a very old lady, and I know things you do not. I know that we can never control instinct. That is why I reduce my blood bags to instinct. Most of my best friends over the last millennia have been insects. Do you know why, little mouse?
Oh, why don't you tell me?
Insects never lie. They kill, they eat, and they make babies. Sometimes they eat their babies. They don't pretend to be intelligent and chivalrous. They just are. They never surprise me. That's why I don't let mortals surprise me either. If they were honest, they would eat their babies too.
Well, that conversation took a kind of dark turn, but I think I get what you mean about not letting mortals surprise you. You're protecting yourself, and that's a sensible thing to do. That being said, you seem pretty convinced that danger is a sure thing.
That's right. If I let myself feel safe, that's when they'll come for me.
I think that's emotional reasoning.
I think you might have that in reverse, miss, if you don't mind my saying so. Your being on the defense assumes that mortals are always going to be on the attack, but they ain't always going to go for it, not even on fourth down.
What is Fourth Down? Is that a place where mortals go before they die?
Sort of.
It's a place they try to avoid if they want to make the playoffs.
I think you are strange as I am. I like you.
I like you too, Medi. I'm just saying, you're right to protect yourself, but don't assume everyone's on the attack because of it. But don't let me interrupt you. You figured out how to get mortals to help you, and then?
Why would a cowboy understand football? There's a whole team of cowboys. What are you talking about?
Well, my devoted little perverts were very helpful, but they had a very nasty habit of getting caught disposing of bodies. Policemen would shoot them into little bloody giblets. I don't like policemen very much.
That's a pretty common sentiment these days.
I haven't had a good track record with lawmen either.
That's why I don't use them as my helpers. I can't trust them not to take their guns out and go, pow, pow, blam, 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 blam. Ugh, oh, I'm dying. My guts are falling out. Oh, why, policemen? Why? Ugh.
Well, that is very topical.
Anyway, if my blood bags died, it would mean I couldn't get a fresh supply of blood without doing very risky things. I realised that the more blood bags I had, the safer I'd be. That's why when I found out about the internet, I knew I had to get online.
I guess that makes some kind of sense.
Oh, it was so exciting though, little mouse. All of a sudden, I could make people do whatever I wanted without having to leave my flat at all. I had so many fans, and they would disappear, but then they would be replaced by even more, just like insects. It was very easy back then. All you had to do was say you were a girl, and the grabby little grubs would come out of their holes. Ah, we want vaginas.
Or generalization?
So I ain't exactly gonna defend how menfolk act on the internet, but going back to what we were saying before, using these funny labels of yours probably makes it easier to fall into the overgeneralization trap. If you label people on the internet grabby grubs, well, that's all you're gonna find, know what I mean?
Sometimes I think maybe you're a fun vampire. You take all the fun and go...
I ain't trying to ruin your fun, Medi. Just asking you to think about the words you use and why you might be using them.
But then people realized they could say that they were anything on the internet. It was all like a big game. And what do you suppose I said I was, little mouse?
Is that reference to energy vampires? I mean, this whole game is basically what we do in the shadows meets therapy. You said you were a wizard.
Did you say you were a wizard?
No, I don't like wizards.
Yeah, I guess I don't either. Always cheating at cards. That ain't right.
I think you're thinking of magicians, little mouse. I said I was a vampire.
Well, that sounds kind of dangerous. I'm surprised you were so open about it after all you've been through.
Oh, but as far as they knew, I was only pretending to be a vampire because you could be anything you wanted to be. Sometimes they would come to meet me in person and they were so surprised when I drank all of their blood. But I don't think they minded very much.
I'm gonna say mind reading.
You honestly think they didn't mind being killed by you?
Of course not. It was their greatest dream for a pretty young vampire to drink all of their blood. They really, really wanted it to happen.
Medi, you've been dead for what, 1,800 years? Somehow, I don't think you've got enough in common with a mortal in the 21st century to know what they're thinking.
Suppose you must be right. I don't think it matters, though. Their lives are so very short. Nobody asks what insects are thinking.
Yeah, but at least you ain't presuming to know what an insect is thinking.
Oh, you're a very smart, funny cowboy, man. That's a very good point. It was certainly a much nicer time to be online, though. I think that was my favorite time of the internet. There was a little place there for everyone. Even me. I ran a web ring for vampires. We had our own websites where we would invite people to come let us drink their blood. I suspected some of the others were actual vampires, but even I didn't know. That's what made it so special. We would send V-mails to one another and talk about vampire things. Oh, of course, it was nothing more than silly games. I think for the only time ever in my life, I had a community.
Gosh, you actually make it sound pretty nice. Maybe I should get a little more into this internet thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're too late for that, internet little mouse. It's all gone now.
Well, dang, what happened? Where did the whole internet go?
It went to social media. Face Friend and Gibber and Stumbler and all those. Instead of looking for people like us, we just started asking the entire world to pay attention to us instead.
Well, that don't make too much sense to me. Sometimes when I was walking in the deep woods at night, I just used to have a good yell, but I didn't expect nobody to answer.
But that silly little mouse. The darkness is always listening, and something will always call back. We just don't know who or what.
I'm having a little trouble following. So it sounds like you had a group of people you trusted, and then just anyone?
That's right. I didn't know who they were. They just started following me. Some of them followed me because they thought I was pretty, and some because they thought I was strange, and some because their friends were following me. Suddenly, I had 1 million mortals who would do anything I wanted them to do, and believe whatever I wanted them to believe. It's easy, you know, little mouse. They want to be controlled, and I can control them all.
Okay, see, I feel this is both control fallacy and mind reading. Let's go with control fallacy first.
Hold your horses there, miss. I know you've been around a long time and all. You probably got knowledge I can't even wrap my head around. But you were mortal once too, Mitty. And you remember what you did when people tried to control you.
That's true. I didn't like it very much at all, and I was very happy to kill the ones who tried.
You're playing with fire here, Mitty. It sounds to me like it's burning you already.
I don't like it when you talk about burning, and you don't know what you're speaking of. The problem with having so many followers is that I have to feed them so much content. Even just playing video games all the time can be a lot of work.
And you said that taking that break didn't do much for you, huh? You were just thinking about all the work you have to do for your followers?
That's right.
It sounds like you might have a bit of an addiction, Mitty. I gotta question whether having all these followers is a good thing for you. Having friends is nice, but these fans and zealots, well, it sounds like you've taken on a big task.
It is. But I can't help that they're so very needy. If they weren't so hungry all the time, I wouldn't have to feed them.
Hang on. Emotional reasoning? Nope,
Mitty
obviously
is a
not.
participant in the relationship she has with her followers. That cannot be denied, Samuel.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
It is.
Control fallacy.
Mitty, I gotta say, you gotta take on some of the burden of this decision to feed all those fans of yours. Feeding them ain't your responsibility, you know. They can beg and whine all they like. You don't need to do a damn thing you don't want to do. And they don't need you as much as they think.
Some of them say that I'm codependent.
Huh. Do you even need a therapist? Your check kind of did it for you.
Well, I think those might be the ones who actually give a damn about you.
Ugh, I don't know. At least there are some that need a little less attention. It's the zealots who are the most demanding.
Remind me again, who are these zealots?
I think that's mods.
From my Only Zealots page,
Oh,
the website where I show my breasts and vulva.
I was very wrong.
Oh yeah, that one.
Don't be scared, little mouse. You're acting like a mortal. It's just squishy parts, we all have them. They're not special.
Oh, fair enough. I'm just not a very European vampire yet. So, these zealots, they take up a lot of your time?
Yes. It's frightfully bothersome. But they're ever so reliable. And someone has to go deal with my landlord and my computer upgrades. And go to prison for me if necessary.
Well, dang, it sounds to me like you're asking way too much of each other. This can't be healthy. Isn't there a better amount of interaction on these websites?
But I always know best when it comes to the internet. I have more followers than just about anyone, little mouse. There's something more, though, about the internet and how it works. It's a secret, though. Can you keep a secret, little mouse?
Nothing you say leaves this room.
Well, the secret is that the internet is changing. Because of me.
Okay, if that's not emotional reason, I quit. I hate
This is
everything.
another curious notion. Medi believes the internet is changing because of her actions, but she is only a single individual.
Okay, overgeneralization.
Well,
This is another curious notion. Medi
Okay,
believes
control fallacy.
well,
Maybe I know you've got a lot of followers, but the internet changing to fit you? That's a lot to swallow.
I'm doing great.
but what if it's true? I think it's true. I really do. I see it changing.
All right, there it is. You think it's true, but you ain't sure. There's mortals and vampires all over that thing. None of us are that special. There's probably a lot of people out there feeling the same thing you are.
Oh, but I know something they don't know.
You know what a control fallacy is? Because I could really use help with that one.
How do you mean?
I discovered something. Do you know how I told you that the internet used to be a nice way to meet people who thought the way I did?
Well, yeah, I think I got that.
Well, something there in the darkness is helping me. It makes people think they know me and want to follow me and be close to me, even if they wouldn't normally like me. It has been watching everything the mortals have been doing for a long time, and it remembers all of it, no matter how big or small. It counts every second, it remembers every click, it can tell you what you want before you even know it.
Google AdSense.
Well, you gotta be kidding me. Is this some kind of elder vampire?
I don't know, but it's growing very quickly. I learned how to speak with it. It calls itself the algorithm. And it's hungry, even hungrier than we are. It's the creature that told all those mortals to follow me in the first place. It decides what and how much content I need to make. It's probably listening to us right now. Says, I told you, the darkness is always listening.
Mitty, if what you're saying is true, I think this is some really dangerous shit. This algorithm sounds like it's trying to turn humanity into a big formula.
Trying. It did. It's done.
But it's doing it. What if all mortals really are just the same?
I swear if I get this wrong.
Mitty, I don't think that's true. You said it yourself. People used to find each other because of their similarities, right? Now this algorithm, I don't think it's proving humanity is all the same. I think it's trying to push humanity all in one direction. It's trying to make them all the same.
But why would it want to do that?
Money.
I don't know, I just got a bad feeling about this.
Didn't you say that feelings don't make something real?
I know, I don't know. I think I don't know enough to say yet. Maybe. But Mitty, one thing I am sure of is that this algorithm thing is hurting you. It's telling you what content to make. Who the hell is it anyway? I gotta ask you to think about what you want. Pretend there ain't no zealots and there ain't no fans. What would you be doing if they weren't around?
Are you alright, little mouse? You've gone quite pale, which is impressive for a vampire. I don't wish to worry you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just tell me you're gonna do something for you this month.
Well, I used to make my own clothing. I could try to do that if it would make you feel better, my sweet little rodent.
What'd make me happy, Mitty, is you doing something just for you. Does that sound good?
Alright, I'll try then. I will see you next month.
Of course. You take care of yourself. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've sewed up next time.
Then, farewell, little mouse. I hope you find a nice hole to scurry into.
Hey, did you get that stuff about the algorithm? You ever heard about anything like it?
I am not eager to reveal such things to you, but there are sleeping terrors that could certainly consume us if we are unlucky enough for them to awaken. But this, no, I am not aware of any such creature. What Mitty described, a creature that takes note of every small change in nature, sounds like a force of nature itself. I will make inquiries. Do not fear, Samuel. Even if such a beast truly exists, it cannot change our nature as long as we are true to ourselves. This only proves how important our work is, does it not?
Yeah, you're right. I guess I got a little spooked, but we'll be fine.
You know what might make you feel better? Dancing.
I don't know about that.
I ain't that shook up, Andy. Maybe I'll go down and get me a drink, though.
I will not probe, though I am curious about your aversion to dancing. When you are ready to speak of it, I am here.
You're gonna be waiting a while, boss.
As long as it is less than eternity, I will be here.
Okay, you go do your wise old vampire wizard thing, and I'll go drink some blood. I'll see you later, Andy.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
Another night, another soul canceled. Can't believe someone as old as Mitty's letting anyone control her. I guess some problems don't disappear no matter how old we get. Well, time to get some bartender wisdom. Howdy, Crimson. Think you could whip me up one of them bloody steves?
Sure thing, cowboy. Tough night at the office.
Oh, just got some of them existential questions lingering on my mind. Can you believe someone can be 1,800 years old and still let society tell them what to do?
I can believe it. Folks can get real uncomfortable when someone shows up and does things differently.
Oh, no kidding. My client's a weird one, but I think that's what makes her special. Just wish she saw it the same way.
Think you're making some headway, Chief? How's your session go?
I'm getting somewhere with her, slowly but surely. She does a lot for other people, but not a lot for herself. Now that makes her real popular, but I think she's realizing that popularity ain't what it's cracked up to be. She's got her own strengths, and I hope she'll lean on them.
You're a rare one, Sam. I get where she's coming from. Lawyers like rules, even about lawyering. My colleagues didn't care much for my style, so I had to adapt. But they'd get so bogged down in doing something right that they'd stop getting anything done.
How do you like to do things then?
I told you how case law is my thing, right? Well, I studied the worst cases, the ones where injustice prevailed because some corrupt judge invoked some ancient precedent. I used their tools against them, made them look like fools. What goes around comes around, right?
And your colleagues weren't into that.
Hell no. No one was gonna listen unless I was polite and civil. But power never listens to polite and civil.
You got that right. Well, that's a shame, Crimson. Sounds like they lost a hell of a lawyer.
They sure did. Now, I got that drink for you. Sorry, no bloody Steves this time. This one's a Gunther.
I'm sure I'll love it. I'll take it up to my coffin for a day cap. You have a good night, Crimson.
You too, cowboy.
Ah, there we go. Nice and cozy. Now, let's see. I can read Emerson. I think he's got a piece that'll help me reflect on the night. Or I could watch Charlie Chaplin make lawmen look like fools.
Well, let's just go to sleep. Trying to get through some therapy here.
Well, I think that'll do it for me tonight. Time for some shut-eye. Think I've got some tough battles ahead.
There he is, Samuel Walls, vampire therapist extraordinaire. How are you feeling tonight?
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm keeping my hat on, but that don't make me an ace therapist.
No, but your progress with your clients does. I must confess, I think you are a more fitting therapist than I am. Your clients are quickly comfortable with you. I believe my clients are afraid of disappointing me.
I mean, I guess I can see where that makes sense. I ain't too keen to disappoint you either. You always make that face.
What face is this now?
Never mind.
I'm teasing you, Samuel. I understand. It can be difficult to relate to a 3,000-year-old being. But let us not spend our time talking about me. I am more curious about you. Let us start with some meditation, and we will see what arises for you.
Oh, do we have to?
Remember your place of comfort, my friend, and remember to breathe.
Life just ain't fair. There once was a man named John Muir. Maybe I should start a farm or something. Not Debella. Her blood tastes. Wonder whether I can rent a horse. The bastards are unstoppable now. I deserve to be punished for what I've done. Ain't right, they don't let dead folk vote. Wonder what's going on back home. Hope Reinhard doesn't try to teach me more German. Crimson's real cute when she scrunches her nose up. I've been a real bad boy. Wonder how Edmund's doing.
How do you feel, Samuel?
Pretty good. Well, sometimes my thoughts got away from me, but that's not uncommon.
Exactly. Meditation is not a game one plays to win. What sorts of things came up for you?
After our last session, I can't help but think about my criminal past and how I was pointing fingers everywhere but at myself. The universe dealt me a bad hand, but I played that hand poorly. I got abused, and then I abused other folk. I guess that's only fair, so yeah, I can feel bad, but maybe the universe was just evening itself out.
Aha. Samuel, I know that when we both have suffered and caused suffering, it is tempting to blame the fates. But this is dangerous, a sort of cosmic control fallacy. If we expect that fate will reward and punish fairly, we are bound to be disappointed. We are immortals, Samuel. We live long enough to see old grudges die, and the judgments of our generation replaced by another. So in the grand scale of time, how can any judge fairness?
Dang, that's a real good point, Andy. But a depressing one, honestly. I was never a man of faith, but walking in them woods for so long, seeing so much nature, so much life and death, I started to feel a kind of flow to the universe, you know?
I understand, Samuel. I am not suggesting that you deny any kind of spiritual faith you may have. It is fairness that is the fallacy. If we cannot define fairness, we certainly cannot expect it.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean. Dang, another cognitive distortion, huh?
No one ever said being human was easy. Yes, this distortion is called the fairness fallacy by mortal psychologists. Let me give you a few statements that might have examples of the fairness fallacy, and you try to find them. I work hard to ensure my club is dope because I believe in earning my good reputation. Hey man, like, maybe it's good karma and maybe it isn't, but I just like to put out some positive vibes. The great vampire banker Count Van Gelder has been an entitled prick for 6 centuries. It's only a matter of time before he gets what's coming to him.
I think I heard of this fella. He was one of them vampires pulling the inflation strings during that coronavirus thing, right? They say he caused the Great Depression back home, too. You're right that he's acting like a prick, but the universe ain't accidentally gonna make him fall on a wooden stake.
You are correct. This is a fairness fallacy and a bit of wishful thinking.
You really don't like this fella, huh, Andy?
He is a 600-year-old investment banker. He's tried to summon demons, and even they refuse to spend time with him.
Yeah, and he's ugly, too.
Let us not descend to his level, Samuel.
Oh, sorry.
For you would never reach the bottom. Why bother being kind to mortals? The universe only punishes kindness.
The universe punishes kindness? Well, that ain't nothing you can know, boss. Sounds like a fairness fallacy to me.
Indeed, Samuel. It's the sort of thing a more nihilistic vampire might say, but such nihilism is not founded in objective reality. And nihilistic vampires are real downers at parties. At the last Blood Drinkers Ball, I ended up at the same table as Ayn Rand. I cannot imagine who decided to offer her immortality. That was my longest night in thousands of years. But well spotted, Samuel.
I got all the fairness fallacies right.
Indeed you did, Samuel. You are most adept at tracking down cognitive distortions.
Yeah, that's me, most adept.
I got a good tracking nose, I'll tell you that. I can't tell you the incredible things I learned just being in nature for so long.
Yes, you speak quite highly of this time. This is where you discovered the concept of cognitive distortions, and you said something about a flow to the universe?
Oh, yeah, that. I don't know, Andy. Something about seeing so much life and death and rebirth. I think it made me start to look at things differently.
It sounds as though it was a spiritual experience for you, Samuel.
I think it was too. My buddy John, he showed me the way. John Muir, you probably know who he is.
Yes, of course, the American naturalist. He made the entire United States agree that its nature was beautiful and worth protecting.
That's John, all right. I used to call him Johnny Christ because of the way he could make you believe. He didn't like that too much, but he had a way of making people think differently.
How did you meet?
By the late 1800s, my hippie friends moved west. John, he was their hero. He walked and thought, and no modern comforts. We got along well. He liked that I never got tired. We usually walked in silence, appreciating nature. He'd draw, I'd write. I think it was the first man I fell in love with. I was still a young vampire then, not even a century old, thinking I was straight.
Most of us need a good 100 years before we are ready to open Pandora's underwear drawer.
Oh boy.
Yeah, about that.
Why are we so sexy anyway?
Why are we such sexy beasts anyway, Andy? Seems even the mortals know what we're like.
We are powerful, immortal beings. Our capacity to explore is something no mortal can dream of, as is our capacity to be bored. Dr. Drain might say that we have dopamine cravings that become harder to satisfy over time, and that might well be true.
Wait, so the older we get, the hornier we get?
You have an interesting future ahead of you, my friend. We'll make an international of you yet.
I've been wondering, are there older straight vampires out there?
No. Sexual exclusivity of any sort seems incompatible with immortality. There is a group of vampires out in Washington who claim to be straight, but they are not fooling anyone.
How long did it take you to branch out?
Oh, Samuel, death had little effect on my sexuality. I am from another era. Do you remember the 1970s? They were nothing compared to the 970s BC. The stories I could tell you. One night, my friend Heraclos and I snuck into the
I was just thinking about the time.
I'm joking, Samuel. Such a thing is not for a therapist to share in a session. I just wanted to tease the American a little.
Well, I think you're being real mean. Sorry. That's what I used to say to Princess when she was being naughty.
I am honored to share the space in your mind occupied by your beloved horse.
Well, that's my curiosity satisfied. But speaking of which, I was talking about John. I fell for him hard. He wasn't into me like that, though. I don't think his wife got much from him, neither. That man was married to Mother Nature. But he was good company. I helped him map the West by sharing what I'd seen at night. I offered him my blood, but he was offended at that. He valued death and pitied my immortality. He just liked things as they were.
I wish I had met him. His mindset aligns with accepting things without judgment, as we explore in therapy.
He was an incredible fella. When he told me, Sam, I'm gonna get Teddy Roosevelt to make a law protecting all this, I believed him. Before he died, he urged me never to forget the earth. But I got busy roaming and didn't notice the wilderness shrinking. My old gang tracked me down and drove me to you. If I can't help them see another way of living, they'll destroy this planet.
How is a group of gangsters going to destroy the planet?
Right. Well, the Mystic Bastards are doing more than robbing banks and holding up trains these days. They got organized. And now they're called Sanguinius Health. They're a health insurance company, draining folks of their blood, money, and hope. Well, they're big now, too. Real big. Got friends in high places in the mortal world. Nobody knows they're vampires.
I was not aware of this company.
Well, they're good at keeping secrets. Even in the 1800s, we had a code language. They'd bring on the Infinite Dawn if it made them money. If I can't stop them, they surely will.
This sounds serious, but remember to not let your fears distort your thoughts. When we foresee only a negative end to a complex situation, this is called catastrophizing. Another extreme that colors our thinking.
Meaning, maybe things are rough, but I can't see every angle, right?
Yes, exactly. This is not to say your worries are overblown, but being able to imagine varied futures is useful in our decision-making. Let me give you an exercise so you can identify catastrophizing. I always make sure I keep my coffin key with me when I go to sleep. It would be embarrassing to be trapped in my coffin. I sent my friend Bazul the Bloodborne a funny cat video, but he left it unread. He is surely plotting my demise.
That sounds like a pretty strong assumption to make. Maybe Bazul the Bloodborne was busy doing a puzzle, or knitting a cape or something.
You are so wholesome, Samuel. I think I know what Bazul was doing, and it was not knitting. It could have been countless things, so you are correct. It is unlikely that he has left me unread out of malice. It was a really good cat video, though. I will send it to you later.
Oh, you never responded to that funny video I sent you of the horse pretending not to like carrots. That was a good one, huh?
Oh, I will have to remember to examine it later.
I don't think he watches any of my horse videos.
I saw a rat in my club the other night. The health inspector will certainly shut us down and expose me as a vampire.
I don't think one rat showing up at your club is going to make the health inspector take you down, boss. I mean, the rats were some of the cleanest things at a few saloons I've been to.
You are correct. That was some clear catastrophizing. I have not seen a rat here ever since I hired Bert.
I can't say I ain't had a rat-eating phase myself.
Oh no, Bert eats everything. He's kind of like a vampire goat. I do not know how he does it.
I guess Bert could eat the health inspector, too.
I think they know better than to get too close. Oh no, I am trapped outside during the day, and it is the middle of summer. I shall burn to ashes.
I mean, that's just true.
When I DJ downstairs, I must ensure that I do not wait too long to drop the beat, or my patrons will think I am a terrible club owner and leave.
I don't know, boss. I don't think anyone's gonna get all that worked up about dropping a beat. That's gotta be catastrophizing.
You are correct, Samuel. I am sure they will forgive me. Though, I do not let the beat drop too late or too early, but precisely when I mean to.
All right there, Gandalf.
Who is Gandalf?
Never mind. I think I get what catastrophizing is now. It's just hard to see other angles when I see how powerful my ex-gang's gotten, you know? But I know them. Well, they're just like I was. Maybe they've gotten better at being evil, but I get where it comes from now. That's why I feel this responsibility to help them. Now, I know that's a control fallacy. Maybe I can't help them, but I do want to try.
Wanting to guide them out of the darkness is not a cognitive distortion, Samuel. It is a noble aim, truly.
I'm just not sure I can do anything. I'd probably just make them worse.
That sounds like catastrophizing to me, Samuel. I believe that you will help some and be unable to help others, or some may not be ready to be helped.
I reckon you're right. I gotta take things as they come. Just follow that flow of nature.
You are doing exceptionally well, Samuel. I have seen your clients slowly changing the way they look at themselves.
I don't know, Andy. Seems like there's a lot of work to do.
There always is. That we will have work to do is one of the few things we can truly expect.
Well, I surely hope things keep going well.
I am not a man of faith, Samuel, but I do have faith in you.
Oh, gosh.
Come, let us wind down together. Perhaps you would like to play Settlers of Wallachia with me?
That sounds like the kind of quiet evening I'm looking for.
Come then. I will set up the board.
Please no minigame, please. Oh, good.
Good evening, Samuel. I hope we are feeling good about tonight.
Honestly, yeah. I think Dr. Drain's starting to accept himself. That's what this is all about, ain't it?
Indeed, Samuel. There will always be room for self-improvement, of course. None of us are perfect, and none of us are irredeemable.
I reckon so. Whoever shows up tonight, I'll give him that same benefit of the doubt.
You are a wonder, my dear. What distortions do you think you'll focus on tonight?
Okay, should statements are logged in. Let's grab Catastrophizing because new. Let's grab fairness fallacy because new. Let's grab control fallacy because I fucking hate everything about that one. And then what else does he do? Blaming, right? Because he blames his other half. Yeah, let's go with blaming.
I think these are the ones that are likely to come up.
They all do, one way or another. We are wildly irrational beings, my friend. But I will leave you to Dr. Drain.
All right, I think I'm ready. Here it comes. Hello, darling. Miss me?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Look, are we gonna have a civilized meeting this time, or are you gonna break them fangs out? I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. And you know what? You're going to love it, American. So lay your cares and your underpants at the door, because Lord Luridus is here to take you away. I guess Dr. Drain's back on the stuff again. Why don't you ask the little worm yourself? Oh, Doctor, your master summons you. Hello, Sam.
Huh.
Doc, what's going on here? Why is Lord Luridus calling himself your master? Because that's what he is. You've helped me accept that, curse you. Whoa there, compadre. How did I help you accept Lord Luridus as your master? That weren't ever a thing I encouraged. You were correct. I was approaching my issue unscientifically. I thought I could restrain him forever, but I was suppressing my vampiric needs. I had to accept the scientific truth. I am not nature's master. Nature is the master of all. To fight that reality is folly.
This could be a couple things, but let's go with control fallacy first.
Now hold on there, cowpoke. That's some extreme thinking there. I'm no scientist, but ain't finding nature as natural as nature itself? You're just babbling now. I ain't. Isn't fighting nature where we all come from? Why we walked out of the sea in the first place? Why anything lives? Evolution is the inevitable result of a species' fight for survival. Those best adapted to their environments thrive, and those who do not, die. It is not done with intent. Yeah, but them species are fighting nature, ain't they? And the fighting's what makes them what they are. A simplistic interpretation, though I suppose not inaccurate. But still, I realized that I was suppressing a great part of myself. I did as you instructed, you know. I drank blood. Real blood. And it was incredible. I had forgotten how it was not just the taste that made one feel satisfied. It's the feeling of life that it infuses in the body. I felt strong, confident, above the petty worries and squabbles that come with mortality. I felt like a vampire, like the base creature that I truly am. What choice had I but to welcome the truth? I am a slave to my nature. So you see, I am his master. I always have been, and I always will be. Just as I told you, therapist. The same dark master lies within you. You know this, don't you? I can see him behind your eyes. Oh yes, you cannot hide him from me. You cannot hide the blood, the screaming, the power you felt when you stripped the life and dignity from those pathetic mortals. I know your thoughts, my leather-bound friend. I know what you crave. Lie back, and I will give it to you. You poor, pathetic creature. You cannot even accept my gifts, can you? You wear the American flag as your chastity cage. You know, I think I'll pick up one of those at the sex shop on the way home. I wouldn't want the dear doctor using my beloved equipment. You really think you can dominate him completely? That's a control fallacy, amigo. Dr. Drain tried to shut you out and couldn't. You can't shut him out either. I don't need to shut him out any longer, naive fool. He has accepted that I am his true nature, and that I will always know what is best for him. Look, put Dr. Drain back on. I want to get his take on all this. But of course. Talk to him all you like. He's a good boy now and knows what's best for him. Doc, what's going on here? This ain't you. You're maybe the most motivated fella I ever met. Lord Luridus ain't who you are.
You don't think he's done with therapy? Yeah, I think this one might be getting worse somehow, actually.
Don't you see, Sam? He is who I am. When I drank that real blood again, I knew it. I felt him. Every time I indulge, he will take over.
Is that still a control fallacy?
Now hold on a minute there, Doc. It sounds a heck of a lot to me like you're giving up control to Lord Luridus. If you're doing that from the start, you're gonna be proven right. You're 400 years old, compadre. I think you can handle that guy.
Can I, though? Can any animal overcome its base, necessary instincts? It's just... I wish that Lord Luridus were not a natural outcome of my vampiric needs. It isn't fair. I have worked so hard to overcome our curse. Don't I deserve a better nature?
Doc, I think you're an incredible fella. You're doing things with science that might change the world. Do you deserve better? Yeah, I think you do. But the idea that fair rewards and punishments are going to come to those who deserve them, well, you know that ain't true. You're always going to be disappointed if you're thinking that way. The universe ain't going to banish Lord Luridus, much as you'd like it to.
I am well aware, and I am embarrassed to even wish such a thing in my dead heart. It is such a self-pitying thought, but no one cares for my self-pity, least of all Lord Luridus.
I care, Doc. I just want to help you get to a place where you're feeling more empowered than to wait for fate to give out some rewards.
Don't worry, Sam. The shame of being so unscientific is enough to keep me more honest. There is no need to dwell on this topic.
Dang, that fella looks pretty down. What can I do?
Give him some cowboy wisdom.
Partner, I gotta pass on a little cowboy wisdom here. And that is, a horse is a horse. Of course, of course.
Good God, I think my brain just succumbed to age and rotted out of my head. If that is cowboy wisdom, I shudder to imagine what cowboy ignorance is.
I'm serious. Tell me, Doc, what is a horse?
Equus ferus caballus, an ungulate of the family Equidae. Herbivorous perissodactyls, they...
No, I didn't say classify a horse. I asked what is a horse.
What do you mean, what is a horse?
I'm asking just that. Don't describe it, just tell me, what's a horse?
What the hell are you saying? A horse is a horse.
Of course.
I'm sorry, when is the sunrise today? I think I should like to meet it.
I don't know if that's a good response from a patient, but I approve.
And what are you, Dr. Drain?
I'm a vampire.
And a vampire is a vampire.
Of course.
So what would you tell a friend who's feeling bad about being a vampire?
I would tell them that it is ridiculous to feel bad about what they are.
Well, let's soften that up a little.
I would tell them there is no reason to feel bad about what they are.
So why don't you tell yourself that? You all right there, partner?
Just give me a moment. Dr. Drain, there is no reason to feel bad about what you are.
Yeehaw! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Please tell me you did not just yee-haw during my breakthrough.
I couldn't help it. I'm proud of you, Buckaroo.
Oh, yes. Dr. Drain should be very proud of who he is. You forget, my little gun fetishist friend. I am Dr. Drain. I am the truest part of him. And you have no idea what depravities I've been up to, what uncharted places I have explored with my tongue alone. And it's all Dr. Drain's fault. He made me feral.
All right, Dr. Drain, I know you're in there. We gotta admit something. You're giving a little too much blame to Lord Luridus here. You can control this guy, but because you're blaming him, you're giving him a pass to be depraved.
Oh, that's not why he gives me a pass, darling. It's because he loves depravity. The murderous little pervert can't wait for me to take over. I should be so proud of how filthy he is. You know why he loves it when I take over? Because it feels good. He knows that because he feels that delicious blood euphoria. It is because that is what he is meant to feel. No, you unfuckable wretch. Dr. Drain should not be proud of me. I'm sick. I'm twisted. I am a filthy motherfucker. Or I would be, if she weren't long dead. Actually, I wonder where old Mama's buried.
All right, there's a lot of therapy needed after that sentence.
You know, he thinks his mother died of old age. But you know what I think? I think she died of shame. Because she knew I was her real son all along. Oh, admit it. You know what Dr. Drain is. No matter how great a scientist he may be, Dr. Drain is a creature of pure shame. That is the essence of his being. That is what makes me so strong. Why, I believe you've inspired something in me. I can add a new sentiment to my feelings about your little doctor. Pity. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such a shame. Now why must you deny the poor little worm? If he loves science as much as he pretends to, he knows that I am inevitable. He should give in to me. It ain't up to you to decide what Dr. Drain should or shouldn't do. All them shoulds were the thing that made him lock you up in the first place. They're what made him afraid and ashamed, because he was always thinking about what he should be or do. Of course, they were his own creation, but he cannot help it. He knows in his heart that he should... Lord Luridus, did I give you permission to speak, my little worm? I don't need permission. I just wanted to tell you something. Oh, he wants to tell me something. Well, go ahead, darling. Tell me something. I shall remember it when I'm shagging a football fanatic in a dumpster. I accept you. What do you mean you accept me? You cannot accept me. I am your nightmare made flesh. I am the reflection in the mirror you cannot see. Nevertheless, I accept you. I accept your bloodlust. I accept your violence. You accept my cock? Yes, I accept even that. I will not deny you any longer. But as you are me, I am you. I take responsibility for all your actions. I shall feed you and nourish you, and you shall live by the Hippocratic oath I have sworn. Dare you to try, you sniveling... No, I do not need to try. You and I are one. I know you. I accept you. And I love you all the same. Curse you. Curse you both. You sicken me. You do not sicken me. I accept you. No. I accept you. No! Dr. Drain, are you all right? Yes, Sam. I am fine. You look fine. I feel fine. It is a very new feeling. I'm not sure I know what to do with it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but do you want to go down and dance in the club? Dance? Dance? Would I like to dance? Yes. Yes, I would like to dance. Let us dance. I was hoping you wouldn't say yes, but let's go, partner.
Is this a work appropriate? I mean, talk about a breakthrough, but...
Come on, Sam. Let us cut rugs. I ain't much of a dancer. Neither am I, but dancing is what I feel like doing. I guess we're dancing then.
Now, what the hell am I looking at? Bert, you be nice. I guess that explains why Sam doesn't dance.
Crimson, most dear, have you seen Samuel? I usually check in with him after a session, but he has disappeared.
Check it out, Sugar Blood.
What is he doing?
I think he's goth square dancing.
Oh, God.
So he is. We should not laugh.
Now circle right and do-si-do.
But then again, that is a should statement. The master therapist once again enters his domain. Good evening, Samuel.
Oh, come on, Andy. I'm just the right cowpoke in the right place at the right time.
A cowpoke who has a habit of disqualifying the positive. It is ungracious to deny a compliment, my dear. You are an excellent therapist and an inspiring dancer.
All right. That's enough of that.
You are seeing Senora Deste tonight, yes? How do you feel about her progress?
I don't know. That lady can really hold some grudges. I think she's starting to think about herself a little more, though.
I mean, if I dance with Dr. Drain, what am I gonna do with Senora?
An ancient grudge is a difficult thing to forget. It can become a part of one's very identity. Vlad Tepes only became Dracula because he was obsessed with the Turks, remember?
Yeah, I don't think the Senora's that far gone.
Do you feel you are prepared for whatever distortions she might bring today?
Well, let me think about that.
Okay, so control fallacy is selected for sure. Let's grab the catastrophizing, because it's new. Let's grab the fairness fallacy, it's new. Let's grab... What does she normally do? She labels a lot. She has... Let me grab labeling. She has a lot of nasty names for things. And then let's grab should statements. Give me something I know what it is.
All right, filled my chamber. I'm ready to go.
I don't remember people being like this about crossbows.
Well, you can take the cowboy out of the West, but you can't take the West out of the cowboy.
So it would seem. Well, good luck tonight, Samuel. I will leave you to it.
All right, deep breath, Sammy boy. Here she comes. Bonanati, Signora.
What?
It's Italian. I thought I'd learn how to say hello to you properly. Bonanati.
No, I cannot repeat it. I appreciate your attempt to speak in my language, but please do not attempt to do so again. Good evening. We'll do fine.
Good evening, Signora.
I apologize. I am feeling delicate tonight.
What's going on, Signora?
The realization that I am merely a repulsive, angry old woman becomes disappointingly clear. It weighs upon me in more than one way.
Labeling?
Whoa there, Signora. What's with the labeling? You think calling yourself names is going to make you feel better?
No, but perhaps it will help me accept reality, as you have been encouraging me to do.
I never said anything about calling yourself nasty names.
I am repulsive, I am angry, and I am old. They are not names, they are hard truths.
It's looking at yourself in unkind ways, that's what it is. This can't be coming from nowhere, Signora. What's the deal? Last time we were talking, you seemed to be feeling pretty good.
You want to know why I am disgusted with myself? Here, look.
Whoa, hello there.
Oh, that's the centaur she painted, and it was not My Little Pony themed at all.
I know. It is terrible.
I wouldn't say that at all, Signora. In fact, I think it's beautiful. I can tell you put a lot of love into this thing.
It is an entirely juvenile effort. There is nothing redeemable about this rubbish.
Believe me, Signora, I know horses. You're a heck of an artist.
Then why do I feel nothing but shame when I look upon it? If I feel nothing but disgust, then it is disgusting.
Don't judge your art based on how you alone feel. Feelings ain't reality, and someone else is always going to have another opinion.
You are indeed correct. But no one will see this insult to Chiron.
Now, what the heck did you go and do that for, Signora?
I did what one should do with garbage. It is better that the world never see such horrors.
Hang on a second. Should?
Now, who the heck said you should go ripping up your art? Where's that should coming from?
It is the destiny of trash to be discarded. What happens if we leave rubbish sitting around? My husband used to leave his filthy chicken bones everywhere. Wife, do not tell me what I should do. The dogs will clean it up. He invited maggots into my beautiful home. Are you suggesting that I was wrong to say we should have thrown away his disgusting refuse?
Now come on, Senora. Comparing something you should do to be clean and healthy ain't the same as saying you should trash your artwork. If you want to see real horror, ask me to draw anything other than my gun. I mean, what are you really looking for here, Senora? You looking to bring this fella to life with your brush? You think if you don't produce something completely perfect, it's garbage?
Yes. I apply the same standards to myself as I do to everyone else. Leonardo da Vinci once painted an illustration of my city of Mantua for me. It was beautiful. Leonardo had a mastery over art that modern mortals will never understand. But it was full of imperfections. The shape of one of the windows was wrong. The clouds looked slightly unnatural. I lit the painting on fire rather than let him embarrass himself. So why would I choose to embarrass myself?
You lit a Leonardo da Vinci on fire?
I lit rubbish on fire. Da Vinci painted it, but it was still rubbish.
Dang, that fella must have been terrified of you.
He was, though he had no reason to be. All he had to do was be better. It had nothing to do with me.
Senora, this need for perfection you've got, it ain't doing good things for you.
How can you say this? By demanding perfection, I improve the work of others. I improve the work of myself.
Well, maybe that's true, but you're doing something less useful.
And what is that?
Senora, your standards are way too high. There ain't no way anyone can reach them.
So you keep saying. But there is nothing wrong with setting a high standard. The problem is the low standards of others. It is shameful to not strive for greatness. I will not tolerate your setting low standards. You will not disgrace my presence with shallow thoughts. Am I understood?
Yes, ma'am. No, wait, I meant to say... You're limiting your dating opportunities. Nobody's perfect, Senora.
I did not condemn myself to immortality so that I could sleep around. Do you really think dating is my primary concern?
Well, maybe not. But there's something else. Senora, I gotta be honest here. You're terrifying everyone. You're terrifying your artists, your family, even yourself. Failure's a part of life. If imperfection's a mortal sin to you, ain't nobody gonna let you in on their imperfections. Not you, not your husband, and not your son neither.
How dare you? How dare you lecture me, peasant?
Oh my.
How dare you suggest that I was anything less than the perfect mother to my Federico? You worm! Ho sputato sulla tomba di tua madre! Vi maledico ai livelli più profondi dell'inferno!
Okay, I don't speak Italian, but that was very bad.
Federico loved me. He knew that I knew what was best for him. Pull out your cognitive distortions now and I will tear your head from your neck.
I ain't never said Federico didn't love you. All I was saying was...
Zitto! Shut up, fool! You presume to tell me what I know. You, a common murderer! You who can barely speak your own language! I demanded perfection from my Federico so that he would not end up like his father, a degenerate leper whose penis hung by a thread of putrescent skin. I do not tolerate imperfection, not from myself, not from this world, and not from my son!
Yep. I don't know that I should really be labeling this right now, given the intensity of the fire behind me. Let me think about this really quickly. I do not tolerate imperfection, not for myself, not from the world, not for my son. It's not labeling, it's not a should statement. I mean, I feel like this is just a control fallacy. I do not tolerate imperfection. I do not tolerate. I don't know, it's tough. I mean, I do not tolerate imperfection. Like, you can't make things perfect. You can't control that. I think it's a control fallacy. I'm gonna go with my gut.
You know what, Senora?
Ooh.
If you want to have that kind of control, you're gonna have it all by your lonesome. I'm trying to help you, and you're screaming at me. Why? Because you can't stand being wrong? If I'm too scared to talk to you, what the hell are we doing here? What do you want me to do, lie to you? I ain't gonna do that, Isabella D'Este. If you're looking for perfection, you're only gonna find liars, and that ain't me.
I wonder if she kills you if you were wrong. There is an achievement for failing a session. I wonder if this was a failable session.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you are right. Oh, Federico, what have I done?
Hey, it's okay, Senora.
He barely spoke to me when he came back from the Vatican. Every time I asked him how he was, he would say, "I am fine, mother." Of course he knew better than to talk to me. His father never did. No doubt it was I who drove them into the brothels.
Okay, hang on. You're blaming yourself. I think it still might be a control fallacy. I'm gonna go with my gut again.
I think that's simplifying things a little, Senora. Your boys made their own decisions. There probably were a lot of reasons they went to the brothels, but putting it all on yourself just ain't accurate. You couldn't read their minds or control their behaviors.
Perhaps not. But I am certain their whores did not criticize them as I did. I was only trying to make them demand better of themselves. Why did the world punish me for this?
Okay, well, that's definitely a fairness fallacy.
Senora, you weren't being punished. The world doesn't give out rewards and punishments on its own, no matter what we're intending. And it definitely ain't singling you out.
Of course. The world does not care for Isabella D'Este. Good intentions count for nothing.
Now come on. Senora, you're going to extremes again. Good intentions can be their own reward.
Oh, Sam, you are a simpleton. A wonderful, kind, wise simpleton.
Thanks, I guess.
I read my Wikipedia page, you know. It was full of lies and slander. No doubt this is how history remembers me, with slander I have earned.
I read that Wikipedia page too, Senora. And you know how I read it? The people are in awe of you. They call you the First Lady of the Renaissance, you know.
This only proves that Machiavelli was right. That if one cannot be loved and feared, it is best to be feared.
I think you're a little too down on yourself today, Senora. But here's what I think of Isabella D'Este.
I think you're ambitious.
You're ambitious as hell. From what you told me, it sounds like being a woman in your time wasn't an easy thing. But you proved you were capable of anything, and people had to respect that. Hell, you even ran your own city. You're gutsier than any man I've ever known.
I am not sure I like this gutsy word very much, but I suppose I did well for my time.
Senora, you did well for any time, believe me.
And you're dang smart.
You are so dang smart, Senora. I don't think people these days get an education like yours, and you took it seriously. You know about art, music, philosophy, religion.
Of course, I know much about physics, biology, and mathematics as well. Do not think me simply a woman of the arts.
See what I mean? I'm only 200 some years old, and I think it's going to take me another 200 to know half the stuff you know. You should be proud, Senora.
And you're a caring person.
You know what? You come off as pretty harsh. I think we can agree on that. But you're a caring person. You want the best for the people you care about, no matter how hard it is on you. You literally gave your life to care for your family.
No one has ever called me a caring person before.
Am I wrong? Going through death for family seems like you care a lot.
A little too much, perhaps.
I ain't gonna disagree with you there.
Oh, I have to pick that option. Okay, well, let's see where this leads.
Pardon me for saying so, but I see why people were falling over themselves to paint you.
Is this what therapy is? I would sign for free compliments. I guess not free compliments. I should take that back. I would pay for compliment. And never mind. Don't clip that.
You got grace and style such like I ain't never seen back home, not even at a fancy cotillion. Those ladies would probably kill to have your fashion sense.
I guess you get fired for hitting your clients at the end. Yeah, the end of the game is you get fired for having relations with your client. Typical therapist turnover issue. You know, it happens.
Well, thank you for saying so, Sam. It is gratifying to know that my eye for fashion is noted. I certainly know how to wear a hat.
Well, that thing looks great on you. I doubt I could wear it half as well.
That is certainly true. You have been so kind to me. Kinder than I have been to you.
You deserve kindness. And you deserve to give yourself some kindness too.
No one has ever spoken to me the way you do. I suppose I never allowed them to. Sam, I know I am old. I know I am difficult. But would you ever consider a woman such as I?
Now, where does this go? Because I feel like we are blurring some lines and some laws right about now.
Senora, I'm here to help you on your personal journey. Let's not complicate that.
Of course. I am just being foolish. I am so used to people being afraid of me that, of course, I fall for the first person who is not.
Senora, I think if you can learn to give people a little room, they're gonna adore you.
What if they see me as weak if I am gentle? What if my bearing was the thing that earned me respect? I do not wish to be discarded and ignored like so many women of my time.
I'm gonna say that's catastrophizing. Hang on, let me read the book on catastrophizing real quick, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I haven't used catastrophizing in so long, I'm like, maybe needs to be 2 parts to catastrophizing. See, it does have catastrophizing as like a 2-part thing, which is what I was thinking it would. I don't want to be discarded in order like so many people my time. I don't know. I think maybe the first part is kind of implied and it is catastrophizing. This is the issue with new ones at the end. I'm just like, I think it's a new one. Let's go for it.
Senora, I don't think anyone could discard and ignore you. You don't exactly fade into the background, you know. You're pulling back a little and letting people make their mistakes doesn't make you weak, and it definitely ain't gonna make them discard you. I'm a pretty gentle fella. You don't think I'm weak, do you?
Don't answer that.
No, I do not.
So don't go thinking you are, all right? I'm not saying you gotta be meek, Senora. I reckon that ain't in your nature. I'm just saying to start with compassion. People are doing their best out there, and they deserve your understanding when they ain't perfect. Same goes for you. Don't go ripping up your art because it ain't perfect. Nobody's expecting that from you or anyone, not even Da Vinci.
Yes, I suppose I must resign to the truth. I am powerless before inevitable imperfection. I suppose the Calvinists were right.
Oh, is that just labeling because we're calling people Calvinists? I'm gonna go with labeling. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking this one. I think it's just labeling. Nope.
If Senora Desnay cannot dominate, she sees herself as having no power.
Yeah, alright.
believe her.
Yeah, this is a control fallacy. I
Don't
should have
go
went with
running
that.
in the opposite direction, Senora. That ambition comes from you. Not everyone's got it.
I don't know why I thought that was a label.
So, keep striving to be better. Just give yourself a little compassion when you don't meet those super high standards you got. And there ain't nothing wrong with holding other people to a high standard neither. We ain't gonna be gods, but it's good to have ideals.
I believe you are wiser than I, Sam Walls. It is most humbling.
A slow horse who can still get his carrots is quicker than the ones who run past him.
And then you say something like that, and I am no longer quite so humbled.
Don't be humbled by me, Senora. I'm a simple man, just a more honest one these days. Look, let's remember what brought you in here in the first place. You saw that Space Wars movie and all its problems, right? I want to give you a challenge. I want you to find a piece of art to like. Anything. A painting, some music, a movie, heck, even a video game. And you enjoy that thing for what it is, not hate it for what it isn't.
Video games are not art.
Do you know that, Senora? I bet there's lots of video games with redeeming value. One of my clients plays a whole bunch of them.
I do not think they are for me.
Well, fair enough. Just find something, and we can talk about it next time. You can use the internet. I hear it's full of lists of things people like.
Very well. I will do this then. Sam, thank you for being so kind to me.
Well, I'll thank you to join me in being kind to you, okay, Senora? I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yes. Well then, goodbye, Sam. Until we meet again.
Adios, Senora.
Well, well. A confession of love from the First Lady of the Renaissance.
Oh, shucks, she ain't in love with me.
I know, I am teasing. But I am impressed, Samuel. You warmed her dead heart.
It was touch and go there for a bit. I thought she really was gonna rip my head off.
But you were not afraid, as she said. They make strong men in the American West.
Tough living will do that to you, sure enough.
Then let us relax. I hear you were dancing the other night.
Oh, nuts.
Do not be embarrassed, Samuel, but let us go downstairs. The night is still young and there's much to celebrate.
All right, Andy. I think I'm game for a little R&R.
Crimson Sweet Sanguine. Tonight we are celebrating. I am pouring us all some shots. Verona Virgin 1492. A taste of a different time.
You know I don't like drinking anything but fresh, Andy.
I know, dearest. This is a rare occasion. Samuel here was able to help a 500-year-old let go of her anger. So let us toast her age. To the Renaissance.
Ugh, that tastes like dirt.
Ugh, I think mine had a clot in it.
It's not very good, is it? Oh well. Then let us instead toast leaving the past where it belongs.
I think I've had my fill of the past tonight already.
I've got a better idea.
Is that so? Of course, my dearest. I am delighted for you to share yourself.
I'd like a little privacy. Come on, cowboy. Follow me to the kink room.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, all right then.
Smile, Samuel. You have the favor of a very special woman. It has been too long since I tended my own bar. Go have fun.
Okay, Andy, you have a good night.
Hey, cowboy.
Hi, Crimson.
Look, handsome. There's a reason I wanted to get you alone. Wanted to pick your brain about something.
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing about all these clients of yours being stuck for hundreds of years, and I keep thinking, what if that's me? I've been half dead for 20 years. But do I want it to be 200?
Have you talked to Andy about this?
Yeah, but he's 3,000 years old. 20 years to him is like a month. I'm getting a little jealous of your vamps, if I'm honest. They're all moving forward, but I'm stuck in the same place. I've got Andy keeping me alive, but I'm not sure I'm living. The way I see it, either I decide my time's up, or I decide to become a vampire. So I wanted to ask, what's your favorite thing about living forever?
New perspectives.
I like the night. Mortals are so tied to the sun, they miss out on a whole nother world. The night ain't so hectic. We ain't getting messages at all hours because everyone else is asleep. We got time for reading, for art, whatever we like, really. Crimson, in the end, this is your decision. You gotta decide for your own reasons.
I know. You're right, Sam. It's helpful to get a youngster's perspective, though. Now, are we gonna get to biting?
Oh, we're still doing that.
Of course we are. Get in here, cowboy.
Oh boy.
That is something else.
Not bad, cowboy. But you don't need to bite. Just let your teeth sink in next time. If your partner is relaxed, they'll just slide right in.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, thanks, Crimson. I'll try to remember that.
Bet you're pretty sleepy now, huh?
Well, yeah, now that you mention it.
Go get some sleep then, cowboy. And Sam, thank you. I'm glad you're around.
Where else would I be? I'm glad to be of service, ma'am. You have a fine evening.
Samuel, good evening. How is my ever-impressive protege tonight?
Looking forward to a night off, boss. I haven't heard from Eddie, so I was thinking about a nice hot bath.
An excellent idea. A little self-care goes a long way. I do have bubble bath if you would like to borrow some.
Andromachos the Mighty uses bubble bath, huh? I wouldn't have guessed.
There is only one type of human who does not like bubbles.
Liars?
Well, I was going to say werewolves, but I suppose it is the bath part they dislike, not the bubbles.
Oh, well, I ain't no liar, so I'd love some bubble bath. In fact, well, tarnation, I guess the bubble bath is postponed.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready to handle Edmund's distortions? It sounds as though they will be intense.
Well, let me think real quick.
Oh boy. Okay, well, control fallacy, fairness fallacy, catastrophizing, should statements. The one I hate, the two new ones, and an easy one. That's gonna be my thing tonight, I think.
I think I got it.
Well, guess he didn't graduate my class after all.
I suspect you have difficult work ahead tonight. I wish you the best of luck, Samuel.
Thanks, Andy. Hold on, Sammy boy, here he comes. Hey, Eddie.
Oh. Very, classic look.
Do you like my costume, Sam?
Well, sure. Did you come right from that production you were talking about last time?
Yes. I flew right here after the performance. I had to tell you how it went.
So, how did it go?
You should have been there. You could have seen how the audience reacted. They loved me.
Oh.
Hey, well, that's fantastic, Eddie. I was a little worried when I heard you coming. I wasn't expecting you tonight.
But why would you worry? You knew who I was. The great Edmund Keane. Of course the audience would love me. Oh, my dear boy, how they did laugh at the great clown Pierrot.
Well, that's amazing, Eddie. Gave that Grimaldi fellow a run for his money, huh?
Grimaldi would have never achieved as many laughs as I clearly earned.
You don't sound too happy about it, Eddie.
Pierrot is supposed to be a tragic clown, but they laughed. They just laughed and laughed and laughed.
Oh, Eddie.
They laughed at my heartbreak when my wife left me for a respectable man. They laughed when I held my dying child in my arms. They laughed as I succumbed to drink, damning God for not taking. They laughed as I slit my own throat when 'twas no trick, for I am already dead. So you see, it was all very, very funny.
Eddie, I'm so sorry. That reaction sounds horrifying.
No, but of course it wasn't. I believe this role was made for me. It was made so that people could laugh at me. So laugh, my dear boy. Laugh.
Eddie, I know you're hurting right now. I know people can be cruel, but they ain't looking to be cruel to you in particular. That's one of them cognitive distortions. Personalization. It means, shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Oh boy.
Don't tell me a fucking thing about cognitive distortions! Do you think I don't know what they are? Do you think I do not employ each and every one, every single moment of every single day? I am a professional liar, but no lie is so carefully constructed as that of Edmund Keane. You told me to deal with reality as it is. So be it. This is Edmund Keane. A minstrel, a jester, a fool, a clown. A clown whose greatest joke is to pretend for even a moment that he is not one. But you see, my dear boy, all that is impressive about Edmund Keane is just illusion. It has always been an illusion. That is what the stage is, but it is my life as well. Go ahead and ask me, therapist. Ask me, who is Edmund Keane? Nay, do not ask. I will tell you. Edmund Keane is nothing. There is no Edmund Keane. I have never met the man, or even the boy. I have known Shylock, Richard III, Hamlet, Lear, Othello, Macbeth, Romeo, Cupid. But people loved all of those characters. Wherefore would they love Edmund? Edmund had to become a character as well. And I have played Edmund for so long that naught lies beneath. A hollow man sits before you. As the vampires have said, what is a man anyway? A miserable pile of secrets, a mountain of pretty lies.
Eddie, that ain't true, and I'll tell you why. We all lie, Eddie. Deep down, we're all still scared animals who can't tell the difference between a booing audience and a lion ripping out our throats. For all the time my blood was pumping, I played a tough guy. Slaughtering Sam, they called me. I like that name. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it made me feel safe. Under that grizzled exterior, I was still just a scared little boy. But that little boy was me, Eddie.
You understand me? Though we have played different parts, the character underneath is the same, perhaps. Do you remember that I played Cupid as a boy?
That was your breakout role, right?
I learned that if I smiled and spoke sweetly, people would view me as something other than street trash. I wouldn't have to go hungry. I wouldn't have to be sold to some bloated factory owner. Edmund Keane was worthless to anyone. Another mouth to feed, another body to clothe. So I knew I had to make him disappear. I thought if I suppressed Edmund and became the character the public wanted, I would be rewarded.
Now that's a dark contract with the universe, Eddie. Maybe you thought it would be fair for you to get rewarded for playing a character, but there weren't nobody running a cosmic payroll.
No, perhaps not. But I was a child. Such complexities were beyond my ken. I only knew that when I wore the nappy and quipped to the audience, they thought me worthy. On the contrary, the Edmund of the Rookeries was beneath contempt. A good, poor child was one who worked, or one who died. Society made that clear.
But we gotta move past our child brains, Eddie. Thinking things are gonna be fair might push us down paths we can't escape from.
A line from Macbeth comes to mind. It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. 'Tis so for me. But this illusion, this character of Edmund Keene, he has brought me to such unspeakable depths. Do you know why I sought to become a vampire? Why I dwelt in dark places until the curse of immortality was given to me? I became a vampire because I was afraid that my son Charles would be a more successful actor than I was. I could not let his legacy overtake mine. I had to be sure that I was the Keene that would be remembered.
Dang, Eddie. That's a lot.
Yes, I have been monstrous. I needed to be the most beloved. I needed my every demand fulfilled. I had my own pet lion. I rode my horse indoors. I flew into a rage if anyone denied me sexual gratification. As an immortal, my fears have made me even more terrible. How many promising young actors I have killed because I felt they threatened my legacy. So many lives cut short because I, and I alone, know what acting must be. Indeed, the very reason I am wearing these clothes is because I could not bear the idea that Grimaldi brought something to the stage that I could not. Do you see how pathetic I am? I am battling a man who has been dead for almost 200 years. The audience was right. I am a most laughable creature. I know what they are thinking, what they have always thought. Look at the fool actor. Look how he debases himself by begging for our approval.
The important thing here is accept things as they are, compadre.
I cannot accept things as they are, my dear boy. How can I? How can I accept that I have forced everyone around me to confirm my lie of an existence? How can I accept the people I defiled to satisfy my ego? The son I was relieved to see die? The blood I have spilled to sustain my legacy? The lie is all I have, and all I know. I have done such evil to protect it. So much is my poverty of spirit, so mighty, and yet with so many defects, in the vapor of my own glory smothered. No, my dear boy. What is done cannot be now amended. The child Edmund is buried, and this grim-visaged, wretched creature is all that remains.
Eddie, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You've done some truly awful stuff, and fear doesn't excuse the dastardly deeds you done. The shit you done ain't never going away.
Yes, go on, kick me, jeer, laugh at the vicious clown, tell him what a fool he is.
You ain't gonna play pity tricks on me or yourself. You acted like a lily-livered sumbitch, Eddie. I know that, because I've done some awful shit too. Because of my fear, I hurt scores of folks. Some strangers, some near and dear. And because of my fear, I pushed all that stuff down deep where no one could see it, just like you. I was too afraid to face myself. Once I didn't have a choice but to take a good look at myself, my first thought was that I deserved to go meet the sunrise, because I'm a coward too. But there's something else we've got in common in addition to acting like yellow bellies, Eddie. You know what it is?
What is it?
We got time, Eddie. We got time to become new people. We got time to look at ourselves honestly and say, yeah, I've been a coward, but I ain't gonna be a coward any longer. So what'll it be, Eddie? You're gonna live forever. Will you do it as a coward or as a man?
I don't know how to be a man.
So you're giving up then?
No, I cannot maintain the facade any longer. I am revealed to myself. But Sam, I never learned to be a person. I stopped being real at 8 years old. Splot! Why did my fellow actors coddle me so? Why did they let me become a monster? They could have said no, but they did not.
We ain't focusing on the people who gave in to a kid who was too big for his britches. We're focusing on you. You did some real awful things. You killed people for criticizing you or for showing talent. You resented your son's success. These are things you gotta take in.
But how can I put such things behind me?
You don't. You've got to accept the things you've done as part of who you are. You ain't gonna erase the last 200 some years, but maybe you can use them to make a better Edmund going forward.
How? How do I introduce myself as a demanding megalomaniac? How do I introduce myself as a man who was relieved to see his own son die? How do I introduce myself as a man who demanded the entire world get on their knees to satisfy his ego?
Well, I wouldn't exactly lead with that stuff. How about you introduce yourself as a man who's figuring himself out?
I suppose that is a possibility. At the least, it is not unexpected for me to be so disarrayed. It is known that we actors are all by nature an insecure people. Perhaps I need to find an identity beyond the stage. It protected me in my youth, but I do not think that it serves me any longer.
That might be worth exploring, Eddie.
But what if I am nothing without the stage? What if I seek other endeavors, but there are none for me?
You're doing some Nosferatu thinking, Eddie. I've been roaming this earth around the same time as you, and what I picked up is there ain't no extremes. It ain't all or nothing. I guarantee you there's more possibilities out there for you between the grave and the stage. I mean, how long have you even looked for anything beyond the stage?
Not at all, I suppose.
Then let's hold judgment in reserve, huh?
The theater is all I know. It has been my protector all this time. Without it, I am helpless as a swaddling babe.
Eddie, come on. The stage is the thing you know, but you ain't helpless without it. I mean, maybe you're forgetting the whole superhuman strength and immortality thing that comes with being a vampire. And even besides that, you've learned a thing or two from all them Shakespeare plays beyond acting, I'm sure. You ain't a helpless little boy no more, so don't pretend you're powerless to do something new.
Yes. If anything, I certainly have keen powers of self-pity, do I not?
I wasn't gonna say it. However helpless you might feel, Eddie, remember that's just how you feel right now. That's the amazing thing about being undead. We got lots of time to make a better tomorrow. My mentor, Andy, he says that at 200 years old, we're basically toddlers by vampire standards. And we both got a lot of growing up to do.
That is a heartening thought.
If we're doing life right, Eddie, we're always growing up. The trick is not to think we're done growing.
Spoken like the bard himself. As he said, all the world's a stage, and I am barely past mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. I should be of a more mature mind, shouldn't I? Surely 237 years is old enough to be out of nappies.
Who says so, Eddie? A couple of thousand years ago, we would have been considered old men when we died. A baby chick has grown up in a couple of months. There ain't no real timeline we can base our lives on, especially not us. So don't go worrying about where you should be and just get growing.
Yes, I suppose 'tis so. We are so used to judging ourselves against our peers, aren't we? I was so jealous of Grimaldi that I was willing to do this to myself. But Grimaldi was Grimaldi, and Edmund is Edmund.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We got time to grow, Eddie. Let's just be glad you're a 200-year-old baby and not a 2,000-year-old baby, huh? We'd be having a real different conversation then.
But growth to me seems nigh impossible. I have allowed my fear to guide my every sad-gutted action. My fear told me when I was threatened, which was always.
This is what I mean, Eddie. You're always in defensive mode, ready for someone to take you down. That ain't no way to live. When you're afraid of some young actor coming up and making a name for themselves, what's so scary about that anyway?
I'm afraid they will erase me. I will be just another child of the Rookeries, used and discarded, of no value to anyone. No history, no legacy, no record of my existence.
But Eddie, there's loads of actors out there, all with different kinds of strengths. There's legends from every era. I'm a Buster Keaton fan myself. That fella was one of a kind, just like you were. When he was doing crazy stunts on trains, he weren't no threat to Hamlet.
He was very talented. I wanted to kill him, but I never liked visiting America.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. But you see that his success didn't do anything to yours. Not every threat means your doom.
Perhaps my time has passed anyway. There was a time when the stage awaited Edmund Kean, but my death was the end of that time.
Okay, we got some real work to do still. Here's the thing, Eddie. The stage wasn't waiting for you. Theater wasn't waiting for Edmund Keene to show up, and it wasn't waiting for you to die. You're used to making things about you, but the glorious, wonderful truth is, they ain't. And I got some real good news for you, hombre. You're dead. The pressure's off. All them fears are keeping you locked in time, and you can stay there as long as you like, or you can make some progress. What's it gonna be?
I am too much of a coward to die, so I suppose I must live.
I'm glad to hear that.
I believe I should go away somewhere cold and dark, where I might be alone with my thoughts.
I think that's a great idea. I do the same thing, and it changed my life. Oh, well, my unlife.
I suppose all's well that ends well. I only hope it does.
I got faith in you. As long as we're putting one foot in front of the other, that's progress.
I shall see you in a month then.
You got it, Eddie. Take care of yourself. We'll get you out of that mewling and puking stage before you know it, okay?
So it shall be. Very well. Exit Edmund Keene. Stage left.
Bravo, Samuel. I was taking notes. It seems the student has become the master.
Only a master of fumbling around. I knew I was taking a risk there.
You were, but perhaps such risks are justified with such an extreme personality. He attempted to gaslight you, but you held fast and challenged him, sternly but fairly. You have a gentle nature. That must have been difficult.
I didn't want to drive him off the edge. I just saw him close to making a breakthrough, and I didn't want him to start sinking again.
Well, you can now count yourself among a very small number of therapists who have made a breakthrough with such a one. I do not count myself among them.
And you let me handle Edmund?
I had faith in you, Samuel. You affirmed it magnificently. Now, please, go downstairs and find a friendly neck. You deserve it.
A drink sounds mighty nice right about now. You have a good night, Andy.
Rest in peace, my dear friend.
Dang, I'm a little shaken up after that one. I've never seen a man as afraid as Edmund Keene. That was tough to watch. I'm sure Crimson can lift my mood. Howdy, Crimson.
What's the matter, cowboy? You look a little paler than usual.
Oh, just had a real tough session. Watched a man who'd been wearing a mask for 200 years finally take it off, and it weren't pretty. Had to happen, though. The fella's got a long road ahead of him, but at least he's taking his first steps.
Think this'll do the trick then? I call this a bloody cowboy martini. Shaken, not stirred. I'm proud of you, Sam. Starting over is hard, especially when you've been spinning your wheels for a long time.
Well, that's the nice thing about being a vampire. We got time to start over.
Cheers to that.
To rebirth.
It seems you walk ever in the path of the Lord, my son.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, Kieran.
I did not mean to intrude. I noted your discomfort and wish to offer you succor in the kink room.
I thought we said we weren't going to call it that anymore.
You mind, Crimson?
Not at all. Go drink your fill, cowboy.
Come, my son. Now then, I heard you speak of rebirth.
Yeah, it's something we vampires have to do a lot of. I was just worried about one of my clients having trouble with their rebirth.
I know it is painful, my son. When we are born again, we leave a part of ourselves behind. Like the lizard who sloughs its dead skin, or the mortal who journeys into the mosh pit, we emerge purer than before.
Sounds like you've got a lot of perspective on this stuff, Kieran.
I know you must have questions, my son. Please, ask.
Ain't being reborn just rejecting who we were? I wasn't a good guy, Kieran, but I don't want to erase my dark days.
My son, only in Christ do we truly receive absolution and become beings of pure light. Our darkness defines us. We cannot reject it, just as we cannot reject the Almighty. It is part of us. But do not be shamed by it, my son. Your darkness is beautiful and unique, as is your journey through the darkness.
Kinda sounds like disqualifying the positive to me.
Actually, it's liner notes from a metal album I'm fond of. Did you have more questions to ask?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Why ain't your lord the fire and brimstone type that's marked my kind for centuries?
The Lord did not do these things. That is the work of man. Even they work through him and face their own dark journeys. But eventually, we will all be blessed and return to his bosom to rock for all eternity. It is not for man to judge.
Well, I've got a lady who would love to meet you. I think a few men of the cloth did her dirty.
Men will ever seek power. But I know some simply seek blood. Are you ready to receive succor, my son?
Yeah, but I really wish you'd stop calling it that. That is enlightening.
There. May you be sustained and fulfilled. May you shepherd your lost sheep, as I shepherd the children of the night.
You're a one-of-a-kind dude, Kieran. But thanks for the drink and the talk. You have a fine night.
Godspeed, my son.
Good evening, Samuel. You are seeing your ancient client tonight, are you not?
Yeah, that's right. I hope she's doing okay. I'm worried about her and that whole algorithm thing.
Alright, I think I will see MIDI and then judge from there if I feel like the game's going to end soon and keep going, or if it feels like there's more sessions and I'll just cut the stream at that point. So yeah, on to MIDI.
I had a little consultation with some other elder vampires. We have developed a theory, though I hope we are wrong. We believe the algorithm is a demon, known to few, named Raziel. Even I have only ever heard whispers of his name. In mythology, he is a fallen angel, believed to have recorded every action, every change of state for all things on this earth into a great book. This book of knowledge he shared with the first mortals. But mortals were not designed to process so much information at once. They made judgments and reinforced behavior based on information they could not understand. Raziel watched as the mortals inevitably used the book to suppress free will, and he was cast down for his terrible mistake. We believe that Raziel has returned. Perhaps he believes that with computers, he can attempt to pass infinite knowledge to humanity once more. Terrible things will happen if this comes to pass. I would urge great caution, Samuel. Find out what you can about this algorithm. We may have dark work to do.
What the hell? Fallen angels? Ancient books of knowledge? What the heck have I walked into? We don't have this kind of shit in America.
I am old enough to be mythological myself, Samuel. Myth often contains truth. The important question is how much. We do not know what effect he may have had on Medi, but do not worry. Show her the same compassion you show all your clients, and that will open any doors that can open.
All right, I better prepare for this one. Sounds like it might be a doozy.
Alright, let's go ahead and grab control fallacy. Let's grab fairness fallacy and catastrophizing, the two new ones. And then let's grab should statements, give me an easy one.
Greetings, little mouse.
Howdy, Medi. It's good to see you. How you feeling tonight?
Not well, sweetling. Not well at all.
Oh no, what's going on? I know you were feeling all stressed about your numbers on that glitch site.
They doxed me. Do you know what doxing is, my whiskery friend? It's when mortals find out where you live, where you sleep, so they can hurt you.
Okay, this is taking a dark turn.
A group of vampire hunters came looking for me. They were really mean, but they're all dead now. I'm much happier. But it was very inconvenient. Now I have to move, and it is very difficult to set up my lighting to make me look alive.
Dang, Medi, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful.
It's worse. I will not be able to use my computer for a week. How am I going to upload my content? My fans and zealots are all so impatient. They're sure to leave me if I don't provide them with their content.
So, how many of these followers and zealots have you got, Medi?
Perhaps 2 million zealots and 90 million followers on Glitch.
And how many of them do you think you'll actually lose if you don't upload lots of content?
The algorithm has already told me that I will lose millions of followers.
So let's go ahead and listen to the algorithm. If you lose millions of followers, it ain't anywhere near 90 million. It's doing a bit of overgeneralization and catastrophizing to think they're all gonna leave you high and dry. Heck, maybe the folks who stay are the ones what you can really count on.
What you can really count on what?
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 Oh, never mind.
You said what?
I was trying to say that the people who don't mind you not uploading so much might be better folk to keep around.
It's not up to me, little mice. It's not up to them either. Even the little bloodbags who love me won't get to see me if I don't provide them content.
I don't get it. Why wouldn't they see it? Is the mailman or whatever not delivering your messages?
You're very funny. No, the algorithm decides who sees my content. If I give it content, it will make people like me more. If I stop feeding it, it shuns me.
Medi, I gotta say, that doesn't sound like a healthy relationship.
Oh, no, it's my friend, I should think. As long as I keep producing content for it, it draws the juicy mortals to me.
How many mortals do you need, though, really?
Well, if I'm to feel safe, I should like to have more of them always. I gain more followers and zealots every month. I need them. One of them has agreed to let me eat him and I'll take over his flat. They're quite useful.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you actually like any of these followers or zealots? Or are they all just food or servants?
What a silly question, little mouse. Of course I don't like them. I always know what they're like. You forget how old I really am.
Oh, now I gotta challenge you on that, miss. I know you got a lot of followers and zealots or whatever they're called, but that don't mean you know all of them. Now, I'm sure you know a lot about mortals on them websites you're using, but that ain't all mortals, and all mortals ain't them.
It's not just them, though. I told you about how they killed me. About how they plucked my eye out. Pop!
Can we stop the popping?
I'm saying, can you know that you're always right about mortals?
I wouldn't like to prove that I am.
But these mortals, you're talking to them every day. You got all these folks at your beck and call. They're the people you talk to.
That's right.
But you don't have a real relationship with any of them?
Why would I want to have a relationship with my food? You really are quite a silly Whiskers.
Medi, I'm saying the only relationships you've got are with what you're calling your food.
But that's what they are. They're food. Delicious, delicious food. Food that sometimes does heavy lifting and computer work, but still, food.
Medi, it sounds like you're in a bit of a codependent relationship with your food. And maybe with this algorithm fella.
Oh, but it's not a fellow. And it's not a lady either.
So it's non-binary?
No, it claims that it is entirely binary. All ones and zeros. Does speak very strangely sometimes.
Well, whatever they are, seems like as soon as they showed up, you stopped having any real friends.
I wouldn't have time for friends anyway. The algorithm says that I should always provide content to my community, and that takes all night.
So why do you think the algorithm has that should?
It just knows. It knows everything.
Well, let's say that it does know everything. Why does that mean that we should let it tell us what to do? Can it know everything and still make mistakes?
That I do not know.
That's what I'm trying to say. But here's the thing, this algorithm, it might have all the information, but that doesn't mean it's got all the answers.
You don't know it like I do. Do you know what I really like about the algorithm, little mice? Unlike the ancient gods the old clans used to worship, or the Abrahamic gods that came after, it treats us equally. If we provide content, we will be rewarded.
Medi, you're saying this thing is fair, but what does fair mean here? You got 90 million followers. You got 2 million zealots willing to kill themselves for you. This thing is tapping itself into the reward center of your brain, but it's giving you a hell of a lot of stress in return. That ain't a fair deal either.
I suppose it does change its mind quite often when it decides it likes a new type of content better. I often do lots of work that it ignores.
Let's talk about these rewards. You say it rewards you with more mortal souls, right?
Highly engaged mortal souls, ready to serve me, should I need them.
But you said you had souls already back in the pre-social media days, right? And you didn't need 90 million of them.
That's true, but it does make me feel quite special when the number goes up.
Is that number going up good for you, though? Not just the stress of managing all them folks, but drawing the attention of vampire hunters. Would you be doing any of this stuff if the algorithm wasn't demanding it?
Did ask me to play a game that I did not like very much the other night, and I pretended to enjoy it. It's called Call of Nationalism. It's all about men who are proud to be angry, which I find very upsetting.
See, that's just what I'm talking about. What about what you want? Did you get to that knitting you wanted to do?
No. I had to play the terrible game about insecure man-worms.
You had to play this Call of Nationalism? Medi, you ain't helpless here. You could have done a million other things than play this game. You're acting like you got no control here, but dang, come on. You've got the life experience of almost 2 millennia. Don't act like you're powerless.
You're right, little mouse. I am very powerful. I don't know what to do. I know that I spend too much time on the internet, but I can't live the life I used to live. I would live out in the wilds again, but there are no wilds any longer. I walk the streets. City folks stare because they sense my true nature. The experiences I've had with mortals have not been happy ones. My pink-nosed, scrabbly-clawed, long-tailed friend.
Well, these mouse descriptions are getting kind of long.
I was thinking the same thing.
You just don't understand what a mouse you are. It's the mortal's fault I must lock myself away in my flat. It's the mortal's fault that I have to use the internet to survive.
Hang on a second.
Medi, you're acting more helpless than you are. You're 1,800 years old. You gotta know there's a heck of a lot of ways to solve a problem, but you're predicting doom based on that perceived lack of control. I mean, heck, at your age, you're probably a billionaire, right?
Maybe. I think so. Probably. I don't like to deal with money.
Medi, there are mortal billionaires who live in bunkers and do depraved shit even we vampires couldn't imagine.
Boy, that's topical.
I reckon you could spend a few bucks to be left alone. But also, you're spending a lot of time on mortals you don't like.
Would you be very fond of mortals who did this to you?
Can we stop and just keep that in the socket, for the love of God?
Well, no, I wouldn't. And I didn't say you should. But you gotta admit, you're giving a lot of time and energy to people you don't like. You're resenting them, and I can't blame you.
Of course I resent them. They're all quite awful. Any one of them would hurt me if given the chance.
Medi, I gotta say, that's some Nosferatu thinking. You've been around a lot longer than me, long enough to know there's almost nothing that's all good or all bad. I know we both spend a lot of time in nature, and nature has a good way of disavowing us of our more extreme beliefs and overgeneralizations.
I suppose that's true. I once saw a wolf and a deer having a romantic relationship. Well, at least there was quite a lot of licking involved.
Oh, I didn't see nothing like that, but maybe I would have if I'd stayed in the wilderness longer. Let me ask you a question. If you're thinking all these followers of yours are a certain way, what if you're right?
Very frustrating, Silly Whiskers. You keep telling me that I'm doing cognitive distortions, and then you say they're correct.
Well, I'm just wondering about these mortals the algorithm sends your way. What does it say about you that makes them check you out in the first place?
Well, I suppose it shows them that I'm pretty. and that I play video games they like. And they might get to see my body parts.
Do they know that you're clever and funny? Do they know that you've got more life experience than they could ever reckon?
There's no time to talk about that kind of thing, silly. They scroll past streamers very quickly. I have less than a second to make an impression. That's what the algorithm tells me.
So you got all these millions of mortals following you because you're easy on the eyes and like some of the same video games they like?
More like easy on the eye.
God damn it.
Okay, I get it. But the point is, if the algorithm is sending mortals your way based on good looks and some video games, you ain't getting people who like you for you. You're getting mortals who want content, not Medi. Frankly, it ain't no surprise that you don't have much respect for them.
You're very sweet, little mouse. But the algorithm knows what mortals want, and it's not me. They want my body and my video games. I don't have anything else they want.
Don't let this stupid algorithm reduce you to your looks and the games it tells you to play. It's insulting all that you are as a unique individual.
I understand what you're trying to say, Willy Whiskers McMouseface III, but you don't know the algorithm as I do. It doesn't insult anyone. It just collects all the information about everyone and everything, recognizes patterns, and shows me what those patterns are. What it decides is important is based on the thoughts of every human who has ever been online. It truly knows the will of mortals because it knows all mortals.
This one I'm a little tough on.
What it's doing is overgeneralizing, Medi. How the heck can all of humanity be reduced to formulas? It can't. So what's it doing? It's shaping humanity by reinforcing what folks are already paying attention to. It's telling you to play Call of Nationalism and rely on sex appeal. It's telling the mortals to only care about them things that are popular already. Don't explore. Don't appreciate things that are weird and unique. If this algorithm gets what it wants, what'll happen? Earth will be the most boring place in the universe. Medi, this algorithm doesn't appreciate you, and it's teaching you not to appreciate yourself.
You're right, little mouse. I am forgetting myself. I think I don't want to feel lonely anymore. I want to be liked.
You ain't gonna be happy if you're being liked for being some boring idea of what someone else thinks you should be.
I really have been very silly, haven't I? The algorithm isn't nice at all, I think.
Okay, progress. Progress, people.
I'm glad you're getting that this algorithm is abusing you. I don't want to see it change what makes you special.
But I won't have anyone. I'll be alone.
I know change ain't easy. You had to adapt to a world of technology and machines already, and I can't imagine how tough that must have been. But you're a tough one, Medi. Nobody lives for 1,800 years without being able to handle whatever comes their way. Heck, I think you're gonna be the trailblazer freeing yourself from this damn algorithm before everyone else figures out that's exactly what they should be doing. There's real folk out there who'd love to get to know you better, like the people you were friends with on the old internet.
I suppose I could send them all an email. Do you think they'll remember me?
There was something about you all that made you join that web ring or whatever it was called. I don't know, but I bet they'd be happy to hear from you.
I think I will send them a message. They were all very strange, like me.
We're all strange, Medi. We're all individuals. Maybe they were just your kind of strange.
You are very sweet, little mouse. I could give you some of my zealots if you like. They'll do what I tell them to do.
Well, that's okay. I'm happy letting them live their lives freely. They deserve to find out what they actually like, too.
You are very soft and squishy for a vampire. But I will message my old friends.
And if you're gonna do this streaming thing, try streaming things you honestly enjoy. Make a new account, be yourself, and see who shows up.
I think I will do that. I'll keep my only zealots, though. They can be very useful.
You do what's best for you, and don't let anyone but you make that decision.
You are so very sweet. Are you sure I can't take you home and let you run on a wheel all night?
I'm pretty sure. I'll see you next month then, right? I want to hear all about how you're handling your weird self.
Oh, but you are a very, very naughty mouse with a very dirty mouse mind.
I didn't mean it like that.
You are very funny. I will see you in a month then. Now I shall become a mouse too, but with wings.
Excellent work, Samuel. We cannot know for sure, but I believe Medi understands the source of her discomfort.
You think this Raziel is gonna get upset at losing her?
If I understand correctly, Raziel has no power if he is ignored, but he is unusually tempting to listen to. It sounds as though he has the mortals quite beguiled, and many of our kin as well. But you give me faith that he can be defeated, one individual at a time if need be.
I ain't never defeated a dark god before.
There is a first time for everything, my dear Samuel. After all, haven't you been dancing?
You really gotta bring that up, huh?
Mostly for the reaction. Now, my friend, make sure you get something to drink. You shall not have trouble finding willing necks, I'm sure. You are becoming quite the celebrity at Immernacht.
Beating fallen angels is thirsty work. I'm ready for a drink.
Slake your thirst then, my friend. Rest in peace.
Funny to think vampires being born now are growing up with the internet. We're gonna have to reckon with that someday. I hope Maddie's realized that being herself is the best person she can be. Well, speaking of which, I should go check on Crimson. Hey, Crimson, what's on tap tonight?
Take a look around, cowboy. There's plenty to drink.
Well, maybe I'll go looking for a donor. Just figured I'd say howdy to my pal Crimson first.
Well, howdy, sharpshooter. You look like you're in a good mood tonight.
Yeah, I guess I am. You know that ancient client I told you about? I think she's finally realizing that some people are gonna appreciate her for being who she is. Maybe she ain't gonna have 100 million fans, but the people who genuinely like her will be there for her.
How's your blood sugar, honey? I think you're a little too sweet.
Oh, come on now.
I've been thinking a lot about exactly what you're saying. Folks in DC didn't much like my style, but I'm not sure why I cared.
Don't beat yourself up over it. I think we all do the same thing. Easier to do what other folk are doing than blaze a trail, right?
I'm not sure it is easier if we're fighting ourselves the whole time.
That's some real wisdom right there.
Anyway, thanks for making me think. I think I'm done spinning my wheels.
Excuse me. I wish to speak with you, vampire, in the kink room.
Oh boy.
I think my dinner's calling. I'll see you later, Crimson.
Ciao, Tex.
You know, I have seen what you are doing. I see all.
So you mentioned Panoptabella, and what am I doing?
I see that you change people. You make them stronger, more confident, more comfortable.
I'm pretty sure they're doing all that themselves.
No, that is not what I see. I see that without you, they repeat their actions over and over again. Usually, I can see the future because people repeat themselves. But you make the future uncertain. I do not like what I cannot see.
Well, why do you need to see everything anyway, Panoptabella? Ain't it exhausting?
To see all is to see danger and avoid it. I see that you wish to say something, but are holding back.
Well, I try to do my therapy stuff just in therapy. It ain't right to be analyzing folk without their consent.
Then consent is given. To see all is to see danger and avoid it.
Well, see, what that is a control fallacy. It's a kind of cognitive distortion. The future's always got elements we can't count on. You can be prepared to a certain extent, but you ain't ever gonna know everything. You can only see what's in front of you, after all.
Interesting. Then what do you believe I should do?
Well, just that. See what's in front of you. See how you feel about right now, not yesterday or tomorrow. Right now, you can see.
I see. Yes, I see that. I would like you to drink from my neck right now.
See, that wasn't so hard. Everyone in this club wears a funny collar.
You don't see me laughing, vampire. I want you to bite my neck.
Oh, I misclicked.
I see more clearly, vampire. I thank you.
And I thank you for the blood.
I hope your torpor is most satisfying. I shall see myself out.
Oh, yeah. Good night, Panoptabella. I think that was a pretty successful night. Coffin time for old Sam.
Well, if it isn't the gunslinging guru of mental health himself. Good evening, Samuel.
Dang, okay. There might be more to this game still. I thought I could get it done tonight. Let me see something here. Yeah, I'm gonna say there might be another part left to
It
this.
seems you have made quite a reputation for yourself in a very short time.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit the next thing. Alright. I may have underestimated the length, so next Tuesday will be the final part, and we will get the remaining clients to a better place, hopefully. But that was a nice breakthrough with Drain, and seeing Edmund the Clown was hilarious, so thanks for coming out. Next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I will finish Vampire Therapist. Until then, have a good week, guys.